Hello everybody and welcome back to the RKS System Draft. We are in week number 5!
Week 5!
That's right, and we got 5 banger matches for you this week. What are we looking at this week, Trevor?
Alright, well this week, if we're reading it comic style instead of manga style, we got the Sardine Slugmas versus the Red Guard, which is on screen right now. Who's to say if that'll be the first match, though? We have the Scarred Armorers versus the Nihility Factory, the Ronda Rangers versus Slaking Saboteurs, the Mossrock Sentinels versus the Static Psychedelics, and the Flimsy Foundation versus Hydrapple's Core, with the Winter Olympics having a bye this week.
That's right. They've had a few rough weeks leading up to this week 5, so they get a nice break as to heading into the latter half of this draft. Speaking of which, we are in the second half of the draft, so the players are really at this fierce competition, aiming for those top 4 playoff starts, and this is where it all starts.
This is where the numbers start getting a little more serious. All those threats that you haven't been fighting are right in front of you. And if you're one of those threats, maybe you got a cakewalk coming up. But who's to say? Who's to say? Because we still got plenty of matches to watch before those playoffs and before we whittle down these teams down to the 4?
Yeah, top 4 for playoffs.
Top 4 in the playoffs.
That's right. Yep, so of the 11 players that we have in this draft, only 4 of them are getting those coveted playoff spots. So it's all about that fierce competition.
We are here for it.
That's right. Anything else to say before we start jumping into some matches here?
No, I want to get into this match right here. I'm not going to let you skew up the order as you've been doing these past few weeks. So Let's get started. Left to right, classic. Folks at home, don't even think about it. Don't worry about it, because right here we got Ligavor versus the Dom, a.k.a. the Sardine Slugma versus the Red Guard.
That's right. We've seen both of these players have, I would say, below average weeks. Ligavor at this point being 2-2, having a nice even record, as the Dom has had a bit of an unfortunate start to this draft, being 0-4 currently. Not to say that Dom has been playing terrible, has just been going into, good matches where there have been just some outplays, maybe some unfortunate understanding of the matchup, things like that. But apart from that, we see Dom bringing what I would assume to be a pretty okay team here. We got Seismitoad, which looks pretty good into Ligavor's team. Raichu has an absurd amount of moves that they have at their access. Like, it's crazy the amount of moves this Pokemon gets.
We got the Handjob brothers with fucking Hariyama and Iron Hands.
Hey, dude.
Look, looks like his little brother. Look at that. Let me in, bro. I got this.
Not the Handjob brother.
And of course, we also have Magnezone and Galvantula to set up the stickiest of webs.
Yeah, I actually don't think we've seen Dom put up sticky webs yet. I could be wrong, but I don't remember seeing it.
They've definitely brought out Galvantula several times, because I remember mentioning it every single time, because that is the sticky web Pokemon to me. But maybe you're right. Maybe they didn't set up webs.
Yeah, not to say Galvantula isn't bad outside of that. We've seen Thunder put in a ton of work.
True.
It's got that Compound Eyes ability, so that way it doesn't even need to be in the rain. You're still hitting at I think it's like 87, maybe even 90% accuracy after Compound Eyes. It's pretty good. And now on the opposite side, we see Ligavor, who is bringing the good old Blissey. We love them.
Got some fat fucks on this team. Jesus Christ.
We got a lot of fat fucks. We got a lot of Regenerator. All right, this is your cup of tea right here, Trevor, right? Like,
sponsored by Big Stall.
That's right. We got Petrunts coming in with some more Ligma. It's buy one, get one free this week. So let's see if Dom's willing to accept the offer. We got a Moongus, who's here to put you to sleep, who's here to just heal on you. We got Salazzle, which, clicks that special attack and monster. This is absurdly fast, by the way. I think it's like base 143 speed or something.
That feels right.
And we got your boy Toxapex in this battle.
My boy, huh?
That's right. That's your man's right there, right?
117 speed, by the way. I don't know him like that, all right? Or her.
And, of course, we got Meloetta, who we've seen brought these last few weeks and has actually put in a solid amount of work being... I just remembered, I think it was last week, they brought Meloetta with some crazy set. And it was so funny, yeah.
It wasn't Relic's song, I remember that, but you're right. I think it was, here, let me just look it up real quick. Celebrate with Shell Bell.
Celebrate? Yeah, I forgot about the Leg of War versus Guardian matchup. That was definitely a matchup.
Editor, cut that if he didn't actually use Celebrate that match. I don't remember.
I remember thinking it should be Hyper Voice, and then it was never actually Hyper Voice.
No.
That'd be too good of a move, right?
No. You gotta hold it back. You can't peek the mic. What are they, me?
Oh, true. I should mention here that there's the fighting types here across the way of Hariyama and Iron Hands. We see a lot of poison types on this side. We see Pecharunt, who's immune to those fighting type moves. So I see Toxapex here could take a lot of damage from the four electric types on the other side. So interested to see what Pecharunt's exactly going to be doing here. But I'm ready to get into this if you are.
I'm ready.
All right, let's get into game number 1. The Sardine Slugmas taking on the Red Guard.
Yo, we in. Let's get it.
That's right. We're
I'm not saying. What the fuck?
Okay.
Kill him right now.
We got EQ. Just kidding. Red card. Let's get out of here. It's Galvantula. I can't imagine you're very excited to see Galvantula on the other side.
Send up the Toxic Spike. Thunder will kill. Abso-fucking-lutely.
That's right. So coming off to a nice 1-0 lead to start for Dom and the Red Guard. Salazzle comes in.
You know you would, the Salazzle. I would, yeah.
Okay.
With the overheat. No, is that minus fucking... Jesus Christ. That still did like almost half damage.
That was notably Life Orb damage. We just saw a little chip come out from here. Hidden Power is going to take out the Seismitoad. I have to assume Grass. All right, Magnezone comes in on the Salazzle. Decides to swap out into a Pecharunt.
Fucking funny. Yo, HP fighting or normal. It couldn't be normal. That's got to be HP fighting, as it is immune to it.
That's right.
Ligma.
That's right, but we can't give anybody.
His fucking choice. He keeps pressing it.
Oh my god!
Get out!
No, could have just went for Thunder Wave.
Why did he press it again then?
Maybe it was reading a switch. Yeah, could have been reading a switch. Maybe
I wouldn't switch just because I was paralyzed.
Yeah, and you know.
Oh.
But if you switch it to Blissey and it's Hidden Power fighting, it's still like not going to take a ton, right? Like.
No, hold on. I realized he's probably was thinking to switch because that's the fucking Malignant Chain guy in front of Steel type. Obviously, he wants to switch because he can't do his bullshit. But Shadow Ball, Harry. Oh, Harry the Hariyama comes out.
Okay, we have a Shadow Ball crit.
Oh,
Notably, these Toxic Spikes are putting in some work, getting everybody nice and poisoned. Fire Punch.
Is Guts? That's not Guts.
That's not Guts, damn it.
Oh, he's setting up a nasty punch.
Uh-oh. Ligma incoming. Switches to Raichu.
Fork the Raichu.
Hey, yo.
Oh, we got Ligma.
Okay. Raichu got Ligma. Let's get out of here. Iron Hands is coming in.
Iron Hands, the Iron Hands is here. Hit the Thunder Punch. Hey, commentators, tell a funny joke or something. I've been doing that. I'm working, you're working, okay? I get paid for my thing, you get paid for your thing. And you are actually winning this fight, so never mind.
Yeah, we're noticing no Paralyze is coming out from this Thunder Wave. I don't think this...
How long have you been fucking parried for?
It's been like 6 turns.
Jesus.
This thing just doesn't feel like getting paralyzed.
He's thick.
That's right. Fire Punch is going to knock it out to 17.
There we go.
There it is.
Speak of the fucking devil.
Poison is going to start chipping away. Fire Punch. Just missing the kill.
Watch this. No recover? Does this thing get recovered?
It does, yeah. But Shadow Ball, Nasty Plot, Malignant Chain. I wonder what this last move is.
I assume Lygovor's just fucking swinging right now because it's like, fuck it. Here comes Tenga, Egg, the Blissey, full health, eating up that Thunder for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. We got leftovers on deck, and we're still at 82%.
Oh, we're not actually.
The Choppleberry! That does nothing!
It did nothing. Wish from the Blissey. This could be really scary. We have Petulant coming in. This is risky, because if he decides to give for the kill... But he read it was going to be an HP fighting, and now this thing's fully healed! Oh no, this is not looking good for Dom. It's 2-5 against the single white mom!
White mom!
Galvantula's getting chipped down. This HP fighting's doing neutral damage.
Oh, it's neutral.
Oh, we're looking at Calm Mind. The Sardine Slugmas looks across the field, says there's only a Magnezone and a Galvantula, both special attackers. I can just click Calm Mind and we're fine.
This is looking bad for the Red Guard this time. That Bug Buzz does do considerably more, and we get the Throat Spray boost.
That's right.
Calm Mind, though.
So Throat Spray with a Calm Mind, this should kill it with another Bug Buzz. So yeah, that's going to take out the single white mom. We're going down 4-2 in the Sardine Slugmas favors, but this Galvantula is not long for this world here.
Oh, someone better take care of those kids, because here comes 3-inch Punisher?
3-inch Punisher. That's a giga trade.
Okay, I gotta admit. Fucking hell. Anyways, Red Guard is down to just Magnezone. We hit the Thunder, hit the crit. Final fucking Hamon. Paralyze!
Okay, if there's any way to get back into this game, it's right here. Thunderbolt's gonna come in. We get another Paralyze.
Oh my god. Is luck on the Red Guard side?
Yeah, but Thunderbolt's not even gonna kill it. It's Petulant that's coming out. Thunderbolt does a solid amount.
Oh my god, it's so much. And he's faster too. Here's another Thunder. Crit, didn't matter. Holy fuck.
Okay, but...
Magnezone...
This thing's single-handedly putting in some work. Oh, but Salazzle's definitely going to outspeed.
No!
Take it out with the overheat. And that is...
Oh, damn, the opening theme, an instrumental version of the opening theme was just playing. Magnezone had that. But unfortunately, the true single white mom in the back took her out with the overheat.
That's right.
GG, my guy. Our fight was legendary as Lygavor wins 3-0 versus the Dom.
That's right.
Silent the entire match.
Yeah, the Sardine Slugmas goes up 3-0 in this game number 1. Shout out to Magnezone for putting up a fight there, but we saw Dom really had a lot of emphasis on wanting to bring fighting type coverage into Lygavor's team. We saw HP fighting came out a ton. And not only was Lygavor prepared for that with the Blissey Choppleberry, but also the Ghost type, all these poison types, just didn't really care about all that fighting type coverage. So, very interested to sort of know about the mentality of why were these fighting types so impactful against Dom. Especially on the team that was brought. We have, the bug type of Galvantula who resist it. Obviously Magnezone could take a lot from it. But outside of that, I'm not entirely sure.
Well, I guess sometimes you just build a team with one opponent mon in mind. That one has to have been Blissey, and maybe just over-prepared for that one, didn't consider the other options that would be coming out.
Perhaps, but also if you're preparing for Blissey, you shouldn't be bringing Hidden Power fighting, because that's not going to do a ton. We saw Hidden Power fighting after Chopple, notably, did like 6%.
Well, that was probably because it was the special attack Hidden Power from the Galvantula, right? Oh, wait, isn't it always special?
It's always
I was
special.
thinking of Terra Blast.
Yeah, it's always special. So there's no, outside of the Choppleberry reduction, nothing's going to increase or decrease that amount of damage it's doing. So, the HP fighting was potentially a decent idea, and maybe it was good against some of the other Pokemon that Lygavor didn't bring. And, Lygavor was just prepared for that, bringing all these poison types into the team, and the crucial Ghost type, because that Petulant, man, dodged Paralyzed 5 or 6 times in a row, gave some people Ligma, and then at the very end, finally all that Para hacks came up to it, because I think it got parried twice in a row.
I think so, yeah. Honestly, got what was coming to him.
That's right. We saw Salazzle come in, clean up quite a few. I think overall, very well played on Lygavor's side. I really like the prep to be ready for all this fighting type coverage that could come from Dom. So that is going to be game number 1 here. Are you ready to head into game number 2?
I'm ready if you are.
All right. So game number 2 here, we have definitely Jesse. It is Jesse in the Scarred Armors are going to be taking on Saber in the Nihility Factory.
There are a variety of strong and weird mons on both of these teams. Like there's Celestial, there's Moth, and then there's the Car.
That's right.
There's Volk, there's Starmie, there's Necrozma, the Bell. The bell that you should be hitting and possibly subscribing, like, comment. Yeah, folks, it's just that easy.
Oh man! So if taking a look here at Jesse's team, I am looking at this Hisuian Arcanine, I'm looking at this Volcarona, even Necrozma, all just huge potential beaters in this matchup with the poison types on the other side. We got the Seal type on the other side. This is looking pretty intimidating. We also got Slaking, who's got access to that pretty good pivoting. What are we looking at on Saber's side to really get a good fight into this?
Looking at Saber's side, we got Moth that could set up itself. We got I think Tentacruel in the Car can be pretty beefy, but definitely not against some of the fire types on the opponent's team, and also fucking Psychic Starmie, and I think Necrozma is Psychic as well.
Yeah, Mono Psychic. Okay. Also has access to that really crucial Prism armor, which means you're not taking full amount of damage from super effective attacks. So even if you're coming prepared with your U-turns, you're coming in with your ghost type attacks, like this thing's can eat a hit or two.
I will say, though, interesting to bring Scovillain. Has Saber brought Scovillain before? Isn't that a Chlorophyll mon?
It is. It's actually what led to the very first 6-0 sweep came specifically from this Scovillain. Getting Chlorophyll set up and then was just able to run through an entire team.
So it's looking like Saber's gonna have to have a manual Sunsetter then, because I don't think any of these guys... No, none of them have a Drought, obviously. But which one's got to set up the Sun?
It's a good question. We could see it from Rotom Heat. Can probably eat an attack or two, depending on who it's coming out from. Maybe not Hisuian Arcanine clicking Head Smash, but, so that could possibly be the setup. I don't actually know if, Tentacruel gets access to it. Probably not. But...
Two mons that are Steel types and having a Sun strategy is kind of scary, especially when your opponent has two very strong fire types, both physically and specially.
Yeah, the coverage on being able to just click Fiery Dance or even Flare Blitz, this looks definitely intimidating to fight against. And your only resist is really Tentacruel. And that resist, we got 4 Psychic types on the opposing side to get ready for that Tentacruel.
If I had any other questions about this match and how it's going to go, I know Jesse loves to pivot, famously loves to pivot, and Slowking does that. But I'm wondering, is the Volcarona a Quiver Dance set or a defensive set? Because if Jesse can find a good spot to chilly out and then set up a free Quiver Dance or two, it might be over.
Yeah.
But then again, looking at Saber's team, it might be over for... I don't know, 2.5 mons maybe. I actually don't know what kind of coverage Volcarona gets. Fire and Bug, obviously, but what else does it get?
This thing gets access to Psychic. Yeah, so just on that alone, the Stab Fire and not Stab Psychic, but Fire and Bug hits quite a lot. Psychic will also hit a lot.
Mons.
Yeah, just right there, it's a terrifying beast to go up against. But I actually like the idea of that pivoting strategy. We can go Chilly Reception because that can even counteract the Sun that might be set up over on Saber's side, right? We've seen that try.
Oh!
Yeah.
I always forget that's not just a pivoting move.
That's right. It's a pivot and you get to set up the snow. So That could be terrifying a little bit, though, because Saber does also have access to Arctivish over on his team. It wasn't brought to this battle, but giving a Pokemon access to the Slush Rush ability from your own pivoting move could be terrifying. But we don't see Arctivish. We do see the Pokemon that are right in front of us. Let's say we get into this game. Right, so we're heading into the game of the Scarred Armors versus the Nihility Factory.
And the heart of Nihility, the car, Revavroom.
That's right, the Revavroom packing a balloon, but we're going to Rotom Heat as the Stealth Rock comes out from the Necrozma.
Packing it up and try to dodge and eat a fucking psychic attack.
That's right, so I'm terrified. Knockoff is going to come in. We see
there's the Sunsetter right there.
That's right, and here comes the sun. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Knockoff is not going to do a ton of damage because it's already gone. So we're only looking at 5-turn Sun. Dark Pulse is going to come out. It's looking like a 3-hit.
Flinch.
Yeah, you gotta love the flinch chances. This is the game we play. Dark Pulse knocks Necrozma down to very low HP. Morning Sun to heal it back up.
Oh, no! Oh, no! You gotta get out of there, dog.
That's right. Okay.
Or T-Wave. Okay.
See, the T-Wave is a way for you to not necessarily get all that healing that you need. So now we got flinch chances and we got para chances.
Oh, we're gambling on it. The Pop-Tart ain't burned yet, boy.
That's right. Knockoff. All right, down to 42. You can eat about 3. You can eat 2 more of these. Third one will probably kill you. Let's see. Oh, there's the para. All right, Sunny Day.
Going for the Morning Sun. Jesse going for the long game here. Not really caring about swapping out right now. Just going, okay, you swap first. I'll stall out the Sun as long as I want. Or maybe knock you off if you swap out. But right now, it's looking like it's just neck and neck as one side is healing and the other is... Oh, there's the Volt Switch. Get the fuck out of here.
Okay, we see Volt Switch coming in on the Skull Villain, ready to trigger that Chlorophyll boost. We have Knockoff is going to take out the Focus Sash. All right.
Okay.
But now we're outspeeding, and what are we killing this Necrozma with? Nothing. It doesn't kill.
Doesn't do enough. And it's parried.
I really wonder if like a stab fire attack move from Skull Villain would have done way more damage. Because it's stab, we're in the sun, and while it's not super effective, it's still a ton more damage.
That's true. You'd avoid having to deal with that prism on that thing you just mentioned as well, yeah?
Exactly, yeah. So Crunch is eventually going to take it out, but we did take a little bit of damage. Ultimately, doesn't matter because it was a para from the Necrozma, but the sun is gone now, so we have no more speed boost, and Arcanine Hisui comes in and destroys that plant!
Rocket.
That's right. We see no recoil. Obviously, this thing is running the Rockhead ability. Psychic Fangs! This thing gets access to Psychic type coverage. That Tentacruel's not safe.
Oh, you better watch out. The dog is in.
That's right, and I don't think you can eat a Flare Blitz. You sure
my God.
This thing is a monster, dealing tons of damage across the board. Rotom Heat comes in.
Those rocks.
Yeah, so notably, these rocks stop any amount of Sash shenanigans. We already saw Sash on the Skull Villain, but this just looks like a matter of time. Maybe not. It's Speed Boost.
Corked up. Discharge.
Maybe I was hoping for that para chance. I think that's your only chance of getting back into this game because I don't think you could clear this Arcanine. Celesteela comes in as the last survivor.
But not for long as that Flare Blitz takes it down to 0. Oh my God.
Yeah, that was a clinic. Hisui and Arcanine putting in a ton of work, dealing 1 billion damage to every single Pokemon on Saber's team, and as soon as Jesse was able to get that Necrozma to die, it really felt like that Necrozma was just there to exist and then eventually die. Like, it got its rocks up, and then at that point, why are we even here? Like, I want to die, get my Arcanine in as soon as possible.
That thing came out, was named Rocket, was not a SpaceX, and caused a lot of challenges for Saber's team.
Look at this. This is a 5-0. That's pretty brutal. to say the least. And this was out even seeing the Slaking. We didn't even see the Bronzong, the Volk, or the Starmie. Just seeing how much damage this Arcanine was able to do. Was able to outspeed everything except for booster speed Moth, who just didn't have the answers necessary to deal with this dog.
I wonder if not messing around at the beginning, trying to set the sun and all that, possibly could have made things different. But just looking at Jesse's team, there's a lot of threats that Saber just might not have been able to deal with the cards that they dealt themselves for this match.
I think the only thing you could maybe argue is on a turn that you might read that Jesse is trying to go for a Morning Sun, which is a turn that the sun's already out. You can use that turn to Volt Switch out into your Scovillain, because the moment the Scovillain came in, it took a knockoff, taking way too much damage on it. And then, you know, if your best move in that matchup is Crunch, that's not even inherently a great thing to do. So I'm interested to see what the Scovillain could have done there, and even if you can't kill that Necrozma, you need to be able to outspeed when Arcanine comes in. And if Scovillain's your only answer to this, which Scovillain gets access to Stomping Tantrum? So this thing could have definitely OKO'd the Hisuian Arcanine if the sun was out.
Mm-hmm.
So, but Jesse had no reason to bring out this Arcanine until the Necrozma was dead. Why even risk a possibility of that happening when I can just wait for the sun to come out and then take advantage of it, especially once that Rotom Heat is no longer on the field?
It would have to be a hard-ass read in the first place, too, because Jesse has a Bronzong, which could be a Levitate Mon, right?
That's right. Either Levitate or Heat Proof. So, I mean, this thing could just either be immune to the ground-type moves or take reduced damage from fire-type. Like, it's the terrifying matchup to just be a part of. We didn't even need to play that mind game, though, because that's a 5-0 for the Scarred Armors.
Well, anything else to say on this?
Not much more. I think Jesse played absurdly well, realized their win condition, and it really just seemed like that Necrozma dying was just more of a formality than anything else, and was just ready for this Arcanine to come in and clean house. Outside of the Stealth Rock, I think the Stealth Rock is a fantastic bring, because your only way that Arcanine isn't killing everything is through a Sash, and so Rocks takes care of that one little thing, just an insurance policy on top of everything else.
It was definitely important because the Sash was revealed on that Scovillain.
That's right, yeah. But let's head on into game number 3.
Alright, it's looking like this match is going to be the Slaking Saboteurs versus the Ronda Rangers.
That's right. And we have got quite the matchup. Look at all... We got the birds! We got two...
Yeah, you're right. Wait, 4? That's not a bird. That's a dragon. yeah, I get it. They birds to you because they way up high. All right, damn. Hey, quit yapping. Get on the field. You're on Shine's team.
That is crazy. Yeah, we got the titular admin of the chat on the field. Let's go.
Well, speaking of, on Shine's team, the Ronda Rangers, we have the titular Ronda Ranger himself, Reggie Rock. Might be shiny this game, might not, who's to say. We got Articuno. We got, as mentioned, Scrafty. We got Scrafty's big brother next to him, fucking Urshifu. Iron Boulder, who, if y'all forgot from last week, has a move that breaks through Protect. Wait a minute!
Yeah.
Oh, dude!
Yeah?
He's sitting next to the guy that also breaks through Protect. You think they met in the break room once before, and they're like, wait a minute. What's your ability? No way! I have a move that...
Yo, we can hate Protect together. Isn't that move cringe? Let's go!
And you know, like, when they think they're getting the recovery from leftovers, and you go, and they're like, ah! That's so many, like, yeah. Hey, yo, dab me up, and then he tries and look at. He's got hooves.
Yeah, it's kind of hard for Boulder to tap anybody up, huh?
It's like it's a bull. Is it a bull?
I think it's a bull.
Oh, well, he might be a goat this game, depending on how well he does on Shine's team.
He's clean with it. That's crazy.
Speaking about the final bird mentioned before, we have Iron Hugo, aka Iron Jugulus, aka Robot Hydreigon. This dude's granddaddy fucked a goddamn juice machine.
That's so rude.
But that is Amon. He could get quirked up. I would not fuck with him.
Yeah, notably only one of these two Pokemon can get quirked up. So interested to see, if any, which one receives that quirk. Oh,
that's true. Item clause. My bad.
Right, yeah, because of item clause. I would anticipate we would see probably a speed boost from Boulder, because that's what we saw last time. It was speed boosted Boulder that was just clicking a lot of moves, and in general, Shine's team isn't the fastest. But man, we got Urshifu on this team, so I'm not entirely sure.
Those stands up like round one.
Exactly.
Watch the fuck out.
Yeah, and going up against it is going to be the Slaking Saboteurs, who have that Pawmot here ready to play. This thing's come and it's messed things up with Mach Punch, which, looking at the Scrafty, looking at the Regirock, and no, not the Boulder because it's Psychic. It could be ready to do that again. Like, you can't really discount a Mach Punch at all coming from this team. We got Terrapagos here with that beautiful Terra Shell ability. Like, outside of Fake Out, there's really not a lot you can do about that. And even Fake Out, leftovers on it can sometimes just recover it back. This Pokemon's a menace. All right?
Mm-hmm. He's a marketable little menace.
That's right. We got Volcanion, who we saw come into an insane amount of value with his Water Absorb ability. This thing is so crazy into some matchups. I don't think it's going to be great here outside of Surging Strikes, but it is definitely something to watch out for. You can't just click Water-type moves into this team as much as you would like to, with that Ursaluna Blood Moon right next to it. That's right. This thing also can do a great amount of damage, just access to pretty much unresisted stab options here.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, I think everything takes stab damage from this, so I don't really know who's coming in on Big Ursaluna here. And then we got the Bird Bows.
Real quick, was Tyno running a Trick Room team before for this Ursaluna?
I don't remember Trick Room from Tyno.
I might be thinking of something else. Alright, my bad. I'm so used to seeing it with that, but I don't know if the rest of his team really screams Trick Room. So, anyways, my apologies.
True.
Right.
How many turns does
the
Trick
Bird
Room
Bros.
last? So last fight? Right, because of the turn that you use it. But then, yeah, we got the Bird Bros. We got Corviknight, we got Torn. They're here. They're flapping their wings. Have we seen Tornadus before this week?
I'm
pretty sure this is the first week we've seen Torn hit the battlefield. Nope, that's a lie. We did see it one other week, so...
Is this the first time Gliscor hasn't shown up, though?
No. No. Now, notably, Volcanion and Pawmot have come to every single fight, but apart from that, Tyno has been pretty well distributed between all of his Pokemon except for Heatran, who has never showed up.
Mm-hmm.
So, it's a little sad for Heatran, but, we've just seen impactful team rolls from both the Volcanion and the Pawmot that I'm not surprised to see it come back yet again, especially against Shine, who had Flying as one of the types that they picked. This thing can go crazy into Galarian Moltres, it can go crazy into Articuno, so I do like the Bring a lot. I am interested to see what the Torn is here to do, though. Like, Tornadus is just a good Pokemon in general. I'm interested to see what its role is here. Maybe throwing out, like, Stab Flying type move into the Urshifu could be its role here, but...
Is he the Prankster one or the Regenerator one?
The Regenerator one.
Got it.
Yeah.
So maybe... I mean, I guess... Yeah, I don't know. Hurricane's good for 2 of the Mons on this enemy, but that's about it.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess nothing wants to get confused.
That is true. I don't think anything in the world wants to get confused. Especially not from Ligma, but definitely not from Hurricanes.
Hell no. We don't want Melvin coming in. Fucking Shine Side.
Yeah.
Don't be poorly aged Florida fans. Oh boy.
Yo, where he at? Where Milton?
Wait.
By the time this drops, this is gonna be like 4 weeks in the past. Yo, then he better come attack. He got no other option. Let's get it.
Well, speaking of out of options, is there anything else that we can speak of before we begin this battle?
Nah, I said we get right into it. Game number 3 of the Slaking Saboteurs versus the Ronda Ragers. Let's get it.
Let's get it. Good luck, have fun for both sides. We'd love to see that as we're leading with the
Terrapahose!
Oh, versus Regirock. Not shiny this time.
That's right. Not the shiny. We do see an Earth Power immediately come out. Not setting up any Stealth Rock. Not setting up anything. We got Drain Punches doing no damage.
Oh, no. That sucks.
And we're definitely leftovers on this, because if you try to go for a Stealth Rock or something, it doesn't matter. And now we have Terra Shell back online as Terrapahose takes out the Regirock with another Earth Power.
Comes a fighting type to answer in turn. We'll see if Tyno switches. Nope, goes to opts to Scout with the Protect and blocks the Fake Out. Hey!
That's right. That's insane. Bring for that. Terra Starstorm does it almost half. Knockoff is going to get rid of those leftovers, so now Terra Shell is not coming back. We see leftovers on the Scrafty as well. It's not going to matter, though. Terra Starstorm takes it out as well. This Terrapagos is going crazy.
The Articuno, Terra Starstorm. Jeez, we're just chunking half damage with the Starstorm. But, huh?
We got
Rain
the
Dance on the...
Rain Dance?
For who?
Good question. We have a Terra Starstorm. Ice Beam is going to do a solid amount to this Terrapagos and will actually OKO it if the Articuno lives, which is a big if. Articuno goes down. It's now 6-3 in Taino's lead here as Iron Jugulus hits the field. Let's see what's
Quirked
coming
up
out
speed.
here. So this is the quirked up Pokemon. There's the Hurricane!
Oh, no, Melvin!
It's here, and because it's raining, that's a guaranteed hit. Ursaluna Blood Bone. Oh, hey, yo, eat a Hurricane. And there's a confusion.
Yo, the Helene's confusing his ass.
That's right. It doesn't matter.
Oh, my God.
Take a Moonblast. Jugulus gets to come out and click another great move. Just kidding. Oh, because it's Vacuum Wave for priority. Yo, Taino just loves priority moves.
Mach Punch, Vacuum Wave, but here comes Shine's raid boss with fucking Urshifu. You gotta deal with this shit. Surge Strikes, Water Absorb, as was foretold.
Yeah, great switch on Taino's side, but comes ready with the Thunder Punch, ready to take down this Volcanion who switches in. But Will-O-Wisp is gonna nerf this Urshifu to hell. That's right, Thunder Punch is doing negligent damage at this point, and now it's just a matter of time. Steam Eruption, even through the Not Resist, taking 50%!
Maybe the Para? Nope, here comes another Steam Eruption as the Urshifu goes down, and Shine is set to one last Mon.
That's right, and this boulder cannot be quirked up, but this thing might outspeed it. It does. Earthquake comes out. It doesn't outspeed. 130 to 262. Yeah, okay, this can definitely outspeed. Yeah. Alright, Corviknight is here on the field. Let's see what we're doing here. Oh, an Earthquake.
We're scarfed, as said in the chat. He's
scarfed!
Cell wouldn't have been ready for Scarf. That's a shame.
Alright, now it's just a matter of time. We see the Body Press come out in 2 hits. Shine's final Pokemon for a 4-0 victory for Taino and the Slaking Saboteurs.
Jesus, was that 2 battles in a row that were kind of crazy?
It was kind of crazy. Once again, we didn't even see Pawmon or Tornadus in this matchup. Like, we just saw Terapagos by itself did a ton of work. It took Scrafty coming in to protect on the fake out, and then had to get knocked off of the leftovers in order for this thing to even start taking a remotely good amount of damage. It took Articuno, Scrafty, Regirock, and then finally Jugulis, 4 Pokemon to take down 1. That's value.
Okay. That Louis Vuitton multi-scale is fucking insane, especially with leftovers too.
Yeah, it's definitely a menace to fight up against. Now, you can bring like multi-hit moves like Surging Strikes would have stopped that. But I do wonder if, Terapagos was ready for that in some sort of way, was packing something in order to hit Urshifu with a ton of damage to knock that out of it. And also, you're just ready for a Surging Strikes on your Terapagos because, oh no, I guess I'll swap into my immunity through Volcanion and then burn you.
It looks like Taino was prepared for that too, because I don't know how bulky Volcanion is, but it ate that Thunder Punch up.
Yeah, it did eat that pretty well. Only took like 40 before the burn, and then was only taking like 19 every hit. So yeah, definitely seemed prepared for a coverage move on that Urshifu.
I don't know why I clicked water on Cerebi to look up Volcanion. It's only the most common fucking type in existence.
I can only think of like 3 water type Pokemon, so you're probably good.
What? There's Alright. It is drumroll please. Oh, it's got 120 base defense. Jesus, no, this thing's just bulky.
Yeah, not bad. And then I really wonder, was Boulder packing Cleave? Because I don't think it really makes a difference, especially with Corviknight going for an Iron defense there. But, obviously Boulder not being able to do anything in that late game thanks to the 2 flying types. Mighty Cleave probably still doesn't do a ton to Corviknight. So maybe if the Boulder had come out sooner, but we have a Scarf Boulder, we had Booster Speed, Jugulis. Like, Shine was really trying to go toe-to-toe on the speed fights here.
It probably would have worked better if the rest of his team was maybe a little bulkier so that he could have played around them for a while. And then once Taino's team was more worn down, bring out the Janitors and sweep it up,
Yeah, and I think especially if Volcanion is one of those Pokemon that can just, be taken down over time, whether it's through something like Stealth Rock or Spikes, which I know that Regirock could have set up Stealth Rocks. Maybe if it was running it this week, but just as a general feel, unless the Volcanion is packing boots, then you can eventually chip that thing down. You can't keep swapping in and out to be immune to Urshifu if you're taking Rock's chip every single time.
Mm-hmm.
But then again, you can just run boots. And this thing might have been running boots, honestly. But yeah, otherwise that is a 4-0 for Taino and the Slaking Saboteurs. Once again, that 4-1 trade on Pokemon Terapagos for 4 of Shine's Pokemon was just a nail in the coffin there to just really be too difficult to come back from.
Tough matches this week, jeez.
That's right. We had a 5-0, now we have a 4-0. Well, let's hope that trend does not continue as we head into game number 4, which is ABC 10-24-93 and the Static Psychedelics taking on Destroyer, Diz, and the Mossrock Sentinels. And oh boy, do we have some Pokemon to look at.
Fucking. Yo, it's T-Tar!
That's right, he's here!
I'm sitting here looking at I'm looking at LeBron, Kobe, Magic Johnson, and it's T-Tar. Oh, I remember him! Yeah. It's the Globetrotters! He's here too.
I remember him!
Oh man, you still got the jersey? That's sick. Oh, you, right? Yeah.
Definitely. Yeah, I mean, we got T-Tar on the team, but then, like you said, we got Glastrier, we got Ogerpon, we got our Chaladon, Stakataka, like, just all the greatest hits here, you know?
And also, Iron Leaves.
Iron Leaves, yeah.
Virizion. That would have been rude. That's a different guy.
Completely different. Absolutely
different ISP
different.
entirely. Not
That's
even
right.
an ISP. Wait, actually? No, I'm not going to go on a tangent. Okay, But yeah, looking beefy, looking bulky, but also looking Ogerpon.
Yeah, we saw Ogerpon put in a great amount of work in the few battles it's been brought in. It's one of the biggest kill leaders in the draft. This thing was able to set up Trailblazes and then just Ivy Cudgel a lot of the Pokemon, especially in the matchup versus Jessie. We saw Ogerpon do a ton of work. We saw Stakataka was brought a couple times. In the very first week against Guardian, we saw it go for a bit more of a defensive strategy more than anything. Interestingly, we don't have Kartana in this matchup.
Guess you're right. Hold on.
Yep, no Kartana here, but we do got Glastrier, who is making not even their first appearance.
No,
but
they've been here before.
Yeah, I feel like we haven't seen a ton from the Pokemon, though, you know? Like, it's been on the team and just hasn't gotten a lot of chance to actually show what it can do.
Yeah, man, he's a slow fella. He's got that chilling neigh. He's just a couple miles back, so he'll get here eventually, and he'll probably do something insane.
Hopefully, yeah. We got our Chaladon, who, if we can manage to get the rain set up, which probably not, then we can fire off one-turn electro shots. But outside of that, this thing has got access to Stamina, which is a crazy good ability, and I could see this thing definitely putting in some work. I do want to mention real quick about the threat level of Diz's team against ABC's team. Like, I'm just looking across the board, and I'm not seeing anything that isn't checked. Like, aside from maybe Lando?
Like, Lando might be able to deal with Ogerpon, like, that's it. But Glastrier could deal with Lando. Fucking Silvally could be Ground, Electric, Dark, or Psychic, but I don't think any of those would be super helpful against Diz's team. Maybe Ground for... No, because Hornleech.
Yeah. Just seems like, okay, let's post the 6 best matchups into my opposing team, and oh, look, here we are.
I will say, what I do remember this time that Stakataka ran Trick Room beforehand, which would be to the benefit of Glastrier and I think Arcaladon. But speaking of Arcaladon, he would want Rain, which even if he were setting it up manually, T-Tar gets rid of.
Yeah,
It's
actually,
strange. So he's probably not going for electroshots.
Yeah, that would be my guess as well. Setting up the rain can be pretty terrifying here. Arcaladon's speed of 85 isn't incredible, but it's probably could be outsped by a few things in Trick Room. Outsped in quotations. And then we do have Iron Leaves, which I do like the bring in this matchup because your opponent on the side of Psychedelics could be bringing Tapu Koko, which we do see actually hit the field, which means Quirk Drive.
For free.
That's right, that is a free Quirk Drive that's going to be hitting the field. So I'd like this Leaves bring a lot.
It's got to be speed, right?
Maybe. We could see this thing as, access to... Yeah, you know what? It's probably speed, right? I mean, it could be attack, but it's probably speed.
Yeah, this thing's a physical attacker, right? Or is it special?
It's physical.
Okay.
Now, over on ABC's team, we have the Tapu Koko that we discussed, setting up the electric terrain. We have Incineroar, who we've seen be brought in a multitude of occasions with Landorus having access to double Intimidate and pivoting through either Parting Shot, through U-turns, stuff like that. We're seeing a lot of pivoting action here. We have Asui and Samurott who can come in, set up them hazards really early on, prevent you from being able to switch a ton. And we got Latios, and this is our first Sylvally of the week.
Oh, wow, you're right. Yeah, I was wondering why it felt so weird to bring up the stats and go, okay, this could be this type, this type, this type, or this type. And it felt like that was the first time, because it was. Which, by the way, in case I mumbled it, on ABC's side, this Sylvally could be either a ground, electric, dark, or psychic type.
All of which seem pretty solid here. Dark especially looking okay into that Iron Leaves, and nothing on the opposing side's really hitting it for super effective damage that I can see. Like, there's obviously coverage options that can hit Dark types, but, you know, you can come in on an Iron Leaves going for its super powerful signature move on Psychic, and then just clap back with a multi-attack. And
that is true, but you'd have to be faster than it. Can't Iron Leaves also learn CC, or am I crazy?
That is a great question.
It can, okay.
Never mind then. This thing will die.
Yeah, because there is strength in having an immunity, but also, like, I don't know if you got the coverage, boy, because you're not faster.
Ain't that
by
the truth?
4 points. That green thing is faster.
It's a menace.
If I remember correctly, at least.
I think it's even a bit faster than that. Sylvally only gets 95. And Iron Leaves is above 100, yeah.
Yeah.
So
faster as in 9, but no.
Then I wonder what this, I know, monumentally faster. Oh, man.
It's huge.
So outside of that, the Sylvally could come in, wants to prevent maybe some hazards coming up from Diz's side. We have seen the Glamora come quite a few weeks. Obviously, Toxic Debris has access to Stealth Rocks. We have the Stakataka can also set up some rocks. So maybe this thing's just a defog set in order to prevent those hazards from getting too out of hand, especially with how much his team wants to pivot around.
Mm-hmm.
So interested to see exactly where he's going for with this.
Wait, yeah, you're right. Hold on. Latios could have U-turn. Fucking Incineroar has Parting Shot. Volt Switch. Can fucking...
Flip turn,
U-turn.
and U-turn on Sylvally, too. Like, if you really want to, you could go full pivoting with this team.
Yo, all these motherfuckers got excuses to cancel plans.
That's right. He took it too hard, and now everyone's pivoting.
I mean, I guess we'll see. It'd be really funny if, like, 10 turns in a row, it's just U-turn, flip turn, U-turn.
Yeah.
It's going in a circle right now.
Exactly. And this is like, please, get hit by my rocks. If he's running it, Tyranitar can also set them up. So, maybe.
True.
Only one way to find out. You ready to get into match number 4?
I'm ready. Let's get it.
Alright, let's get into the game of ABC 1024-93 and the Static Psychedelics versus Destroyer and the Mossrock Sentinels. Leading with the Lando.
Is Lando Calrissian. The reference before was probably a little too cerebral for us. We got it eventually, though.
And there it is.
Oh, there's the U-turn!
It's begun, but we have stamina on the Archaludon.
Was Frankie Valli the Psychic?
Okay, that's a Meteor Beam coming out. That is a boost to that special attack. T-Wave immediately coming out.
Ooh, we got support. And it's getting parried. Turn 1. Good shit.
That's right, parting shot. We're just pivoting. We're just out of here.
The Sharp Samurai. There's the rocks as foretold, but this time on the staple remover instead of the big block tower.
That's
gets
right.
Para gets missed the ceaseless, nothing turn.
Yeah, absolutely nothing turn. We're getting more stamina boosts here, and now we have Spikes on the team. Barely lives the Draco.
Bro,
And
you're
now-
not Boots. Just keep pressing ceaseless.
That's right. No, we're going for flip turn.
Uh-oh. Okay. Oh, the Rocky! Ha! You're pivoting one way or the other.
That's right. So Lando now comes out, gets the attack drop on the Sakataka. And now EQ, there's no balloon.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, get this thing out of here. And there's still that layer of spikes. And so Glastrier is going to come in. And we have U-turn again.
Out of there.
Out of there.
That's right. You need this fella. You had to blaze at the Incineroar. He got the pack in his mouth.
That's right. -1 attack is going to eat this Icicle Crash. They're supposed to come into the Lando.
Red card out of here. Bring out Stamina Guy.
That's pretty good because in EQ, interesting, not going for a Flare Blitz there. Oh, EQ would actually do more, maybe.
Oh, the para. That sucks.
Oh, another Para!
Oh, yeah, because it's Dragon type. EQ would do more.
Yeah, so Earthquake is going to take it out. Then our Chaladon just got paralyzed turn after turn. And now we have the sand up thanks to Tyranitar.
Protect. Okay, interesting. DD. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Better watch out. Read that Protect, and now he's going to knock you down with the Stone Edge.
No, bro's running the Gen 3 special.
That's right. We got that Edge Quake coverage on deck. Lando's coming out to get this attack drop.
Nice, nice. We pivoting out? No, we're taking that Earthquake, and we're living with the Agua Berry? What is that? It's just healing, I guess?
Yeah, just some amount of healing. We're knocking off the Lumberry on the Landorus, but Landorus can just outspeed and EQ you again.
Yeah.
All right,
It
so
has to
it's
be okay.
That's right. It's now 4-3. Very close game so far. And Diz is going to send out the Ogerpon, who's going to come out with its Mold Breaker ability.
This is looking good for Diz because I'm pretty sure that was the Ogerpon option.
Yeah, it seems like a pretty good one. Tapu Koko is going to come out here. Ballooned. No terrain!
Wait. Huh? Well, what can it run aside from that? What do you mean?
What else?
Well, fuck your leaves, I guess, but what?
Yo! Oh, telepathy! This thing gets telepathy.
He's just running that just not to have terrain on the...
To not get terrain. Yo! Okay!
I haven't seen shit like this since my fucking gym teacher walked up at the kickball game in a cast and was like, "Oh man, I don't know, guys." He did eventually rip it off and then knock the ball out of the fucking playground, but
Yo,
I don't think Coco could do that. He got the cast on!
Oh, not only can we talk about the fact that there's no terrain in order to stop the electric terrain / Quark Drive. This thing's Brave Bird. This thing just... When I blink, took a president the ball's at the fucking playground! Brave dead! Get that
What did I say?
Here!
Oh my god. Glastier, do something as he's half health against his half health. Iron Head, super effective, not enough to take this fucking threat down. As he's sleeping on him! Is it Chesto? No Chesto.
No, Resto Chesto, so this thing might be like Sleep Talk. That's a crit Iron Head,
oh
so
God.
now you can't eat another one. Sleep Talk.
Sleep Talk. What do we got?
High
horsepower.
But we're ballooned.
Oh my god, that would have killed.
Yeah, so now we can just go for another Iron Head. We're talking flinches here. We're talking you need to roll the right thing on Sleep Talk. This is not looking good.
Crash.
There's the
Yay!
crash.
Oh, it kills! Fuck yeah!
Oh my god, that Tapu Koko had the chance of knocking it completely out. We got leftovers from last year.
Everything is faster than this thing. Here comes the Red Eyes Blue Dragon. That is correct, actually. Going for the Air Slash, just in case bro swapped out to the leaves, because here comes the leaves.
Here comes the leaves. I'm assuming this thing's not quirked. Might have expected something different. Air Slash did nothing.
Mega Horn, that's dead. Oh my god. Wait a minute. This might be it for ABC, because here comes the Psychic Sylvalia at 28 health. Unless this Mega Horn misses, you... Oh, never mind, I forgot!
It's running U-turn! That's it! The pivots came in! Oh my god, yo! That came down to it! That was the last Pokemon at 28%! That's insanity!
Hold on. How long was Tapu on the field?
Like 3 turns?
I need to know for sure, because if it had electric terrain and leaves was out by the time it was still up, it could have got Quark speed and won there.
Maybe, but if Tapu was electric terrain, Leaves would have come in instead of Glastrier there, I would imagine.
That is true. That is true.
But this rest into crit, because we see Iron Hand by itself does 41%. Good thing there was no flinch, right? Because all these Iron Hands had a chance of flinching. The balloon was so good into this exact set. Had to roll the Icicle Crash in order to take down this Tapu Koko. Had to roll a 33% chance and land it. That is insane. And then Latios was able to just come in. Then this Iron Leaves took almost no damage from this Air Slash, which does surprise me. Maybe this thing's like Assault Vest?
Maybe. Yeah, it took like 30. That's nothing.
Yeah, and then comes in with the Mega Horn and takes it out. I assume a Mega Horn would also have taken out the Silvally. So 317.
Wait, it has to be Bilboki. Were we just talking shit about how much faster Leaves is than Silvally by like 9 points?
Yeah, I was about to say, yeah, so this thing has to be Bilboki, not speed invested. If this thing was built somewhat speed invested, it would have won this game. That's crazy.
Oh my god. That's the little things, man. I mean, you could say that about a lot of different interactions in this match, but right at the end where it really counted, it's like,
Yeah, there's a non-zero amount to talk about with this Archaludon getting paralyzed like 3 out of the 5 turns it could have. Like, this thing just was not allowed to play the game. But, you bring Thunderwave for a reason, right?
Mm-hmm. It's gonna be nothing to no one.
Man, what a crazy game ending 1-0 for ABC and the Static Psychedelics over Destroyer and the Mossrock Sentinels. Notably, this is Destroyer's first loss of the entire tournament.
Oh, wow. Awesome. We see Gods bleed.
That's right. This past week, it was 3-1 for ABC and 4-0 for Destroyer. And now, both of them are now 4-1, tying each other on that rankings now. So, crazy match, very high level, land your paralyzes, just make sure your opponent can't play the game. That's how you win Pokemon. That's how you do
simple,
it.
Folks.
Yeah. Bring telepathy on your Tapu Koko.
That's insane.
All right, so without further ado, you ready to head into game number 5?
Yes, the final match of this week.
That's right. And who do we got going up against each other here?
Looks like we have Derpologist's Flimsy Foundation versus Photon Debugger's Hydrapple's Core.
Right, we have another currently undefeated player here, and Photon is going into this match against Derpologist, who's had about an average start off to the season, maybe a little bit below average. But it's not about how you start, it's about how you finish.
Yeah, don't be forgetting, that man has the gold medal on his wall. He won the last draft.
That's right, even though the current 1-3 record doesn't say so. It's just...
I'm just saying, y'all keep sleeping on him. He's got fucking what is that Darkrai thing? Never mind.
The Darkrai thing.
Yeah, doesn't he have an ability that's like it's like Bad Dreams or Night? That's a move.
Bad Dreams. Bad Dreams.
Bad Dreams. Bad Dreams is the ability. Nightmare is the move. Yeah. It's not good. It's a thing you see when you're like. Oh yeah, because Nightmare is like Bad Dreams, except you waste a turn on it. Might as well just use like Dream Eater or any other move.
Just toss it.
Well, they'd already be asleep at that point. No, you're good. You're good. It is better overall. No, keep that. Toxic's better than fucking the DOT from goddamn Nightmare. Nightmare. Is it? It can't be.
Yo, so
What
it's
the
curse
fuck?
damage.
They had to have buffed that. No! Holy shit. Yeah. Oh, Nightmare doesn't exist anymore. No, I got taken on Sword Shield. That does make sense. You say that, but actually, when I looked up Nightmare, the picture that showed up was fucking who's that Pokemon of the week, and it's fucking Garganachi. It's like, yeah, that is a never-ending nightmare. Suck you. But shit, what let's see, what do we got for these teams? We got some strong mons at both sides as usual. Let's start with Derpologist though, because look at that, we got another Silvally, which could be fire, water, fighting, or grass. That's right, he's got the starters and his hands as his types. Forgot about that.
That's right, it's a banger theme. Mm-hmm. You can fight my starters or me.
Oh, this week he's opting for the super nerd avatar as opposed to the cop one, so maybe a bit of a debuff on the I and me fighting type, but who's to say?
Yeah, I mean...
Silvally could have hands?
That's right. Silvally could have hands. This Mienshao could have hands. Keldeo got hands. We got the fighting types on deck here.
Oh, shit. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I mean, we got Zarude's got access to that grass typing, which, doesn't look incredible here.
The dark typing might be a little more helpful at the very least. Just in general.
Yeah, especially, we're just looking at the opposing team here, and we see both Goldengo and Skeledirge probably don't appreciate a stab knockoff from Zarude. And the Primarina is not going to appreciate the Power Whip that could also be coming out here. So Zarude seems pretty solid. Obviously, he doesn't want to eat a Torch Song, but, Or a U-turn.
Two mons that wouldn't mind that, though, are probably the Tapu...
Fini.
It's Fini? Okay, I almost said Lele. That's not it. The Tapu Fini, which strain is this set up again? Misty?
Misty, yes.
That's the anti-status one, yeah?
Correct, yes.
Okay, so maybe we'd be dodging some Will-O-Wisps, maybe some Thunder Waves from the Goldengo and Skeledirge, vice versa, respectively. Aside from that, I don't know how much more that'll help Derpologist. I mean, it's still good. That's a tanky mon. It's going to be vital for dealing with Dirge in general. And, of course, Dondozo. It's just all-purpose bulk, especially if it's unaware.
Exactly. It can be unaware, which can stop a lot of Pokemon like, Garchomp from setting up with a Dragon Dance, can stop Torch Song Skeledirge from doing a ton of damage. Even like a Calm Mind Primarina, and that's just looking at the three Pokemon on the opposing side, not to mention the rest on Photon's team that didn't show up. So Unaware Dondozo seems very, very good here. And I do want to mention as well, going back to the Tapu Fini, like when you look at Photon's types that they chose, like Dragon, this is the only trainer that had Dragon on their entire squad. So being able to send out just nice fairy type attacks into this entire team, it's going to be brutal.
That's true.
Now, this is also seeing that there's no poison types on Photon's entire team, which is another type that she opted to bring, but not for this matchup. We have no poison types. No Sneasler, no G-Weezing.
Oh, yeah.
Or G-Whizzing, however you want to...
No. Galarian Wheezing. G-Weezy. Don't say G-Wizzy.
Oh, G-Wizzy.
Mouth off the microphone.
What the fuck is that? What is good? Oh my god. But apart from that, taking a quick look over at Photon's side here, we got some bangers. We got Garchomp, we got Dirge, we got Goldengo, like, we got the big bro apple.
The titular Hydrapple's core.
That's right. Actually, that's crazy.
Is that the first time?
This is the debut. Debut of the core of the Hydrapple? It's here?
That's the guy.
That's cool to see. I think
oh, yeah.
the only, non-titular one we've seen, and this is just because I've joked with him a lot about this, is no Wo-Chien from Diz. But I think everyone else who's had like one that goes with their thing has brought the Pokemon itself.
That's true.
Except for Lygivore. We haven't seen Slugma yet.
Slugma is fucking trapped. You kidding me? Put it back in the tin where it belongs. Eat them later when the hurricane hits.
When the hurricane... No! Milton, watch out! I'm trying to go swimming, bro.
Man, y'all sure weren't worried when Helene were hitting, but now that's a man hurricane. Y'all are stressed.
That's crazy.
All right, let's stop fucking around then.
Yeah, that's right. Let's get into this match. We got Derpologist and the Flimsy Foundations taking on Photon Debugger and the Hydrapple's Cores. Let's get it.
Let's get it. Ending off with Mienshao, the Regenerator, and here comes Nintendo 64, the Garchomp. What is that name?
Oh, I don't know.
Ice Spitter?
Yeah, Ice Spitter's going to take a ton. This thing is Rocky Helmet along with its Rough Skin ability. And here comes Stealth Rock setting him up and says, let's get out of here.
Recast. Yo, these days are good.
Alright, Ice Spitter Primarina is going to eat that along with leftovers. It's going to have a nice recovery. But we're ready with a Poison Jab.
Wow. Going for the Calm Mind. You might actually be able to kill it this turn unless he swaps out. Doesn't have a Steel type on... Oh, wait, no. There's Goldengo, so maybe...
Yep.
The PlayStation 5 Goldengo! That name is insane!
And there it is. But this thing's just ready! It's got coverage for everything!
Swing!
Okay, there's the Dazzling Gleam. Mienshao's finally going to go down after dealing a ton of damage to Photon's team. And here comes the Don Bozo.
Eating that Thunderbolt up as it's known to do. What you click and crunch. Get rid of that PS5. Fuck out of here.
That's right. So now I assume something's going to come out. Here comes the Hydrapple, the Xbox 360.
Watch out for the red ring attack as it goes for the nasty plot. It's heating up. The fans are broken. Thief!
We got Thief.
You're still a berry?
We're taking the Ayapapa berry with us, and we're eating it right in front of you.
It took it and he left! What the hell?
Yo! Now Feedy is here, ready to eat a Fickle Bee because it's not gonna do damage. I can't believe he stole his berry and just fucking ran.
What the fuck?
Yo, dude, that was a drive-by, dude.
Dickhead.
Oh my god, okay, Feedy is here, and now we have to see the swap coming out as Feedy's gonna go for a Calm Mind, seeing that you need the swap here. Man, we got leftovers recovery.
Grass Knot, okay.
Ooh, okay. We're coming packing. That's right. So who's coming in on this Feeny? Like, we can't have it be Dirge. We can't have it be Chomp. Okay, it has to be Togekiss. Okay, Air Slash, but we are Calm-Minded up. Okay.
Flinch.
Uh-oh. It's here. Serene Glaze French. How far can we go?
Let's go gambling.
I just can't stop winning.
Oh my god, it keeps happening. Another one, right. Down to half health. Another flinch. Another.
Oh my. Okay, no way, right?
No way. You never got this many W's. Come on.
Yo, no way, right?
No shot.
Okay, there we go. All right, that's about half. He just needs to land.
And the bird.
That's right. You're gonna die eventually. Stop flinching me. Oh my god, the crit right back.
Oh my
flinch?
God. The flinch takes out the Wii U.
That's right.
4-3. This is looking strong for Derpologist.
Yeah, 5-3 right now. This Feeny is almost dead. And I mean, Garchomp can outspeed. Goes for a Toxic instead of trying to OKO this Feeny. Yeah, but couldn't you have gone for like an Earthquake or something?
Probably. I mean, it's defensive, so maybe they were hoping. I don't know, though. Nintendo Switch without a pivot move? You can't bring this guy on the go, but I guess he did come in the Switch game.
Yeah, so here comes the Torch Song. We have the Dirge is starting to set up, but I was going to say, who could come in on this is Dozo, but...
the knocks. Probably scared of the knockoff since it's definitely a lot so. Or the thief.
Or the thief, right. Why are we doing knockoff when you just steal the item?
I already knocked off the Hydrapple's specs, I believe, before, so we're going to go for a U-turn now this time.
Oh no, this Hydrapple was Papa Berry, remember? It's stolen it.
Oh, right. Oh, it's got recover. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. But we shouldn't be going for a nasty plot against a Dondozo.
Oh, no.
Oh, but it doesn't matter. It's going to kill it. Okay, that's good.
This is looking bad. Have we revealed the Savali yet?
We haven't.
Oh, here comes Keldeo going for the Ice Beam, I bet.
Yeah, okay. Or Icy Wind.
Wow, that's still killed. Holy shit.
Yo, that's got to be like specs, right?
God damn. Does it get beat? Wow. Oh, right. I remember that being an issue. Savali Grass out to the fire type this time, though, to tank the Alluring Voice. Interesting.
Problem is you have to swap here, because in order for that to kill, it's almost definitely got to be specs. And your only other options are Savali Grass and Zarude, right? That's so... Alright, here comes
the parting shot. Smart. Guaranteeing some drops just to set up Keldeo for the kill. As long as something insane doesn't happen. Nope, Torch Zone. Pretty standard.
Yeah, and now Keldeo is definitely going to outspeed this kill with the Scald, I assume.
It's called a wow. 3-0 victory for Hydrapple, just giving Photon her first loss of the third draft.
That's right. This is the second time that we've seen somebody who was at a perfect record has unfortunately had to take their first loss. That's kind of insane. This is the second time that's happened. And it's definitely going to be shaking up the standings. And all the people that are sort of on the lower part of the standings, including Derpologist, who was 1-3 going into this week, there's now life. We're now 2-3. We can fight our way up the ranks now.
It's not too late, folks. It's never too late.
Yeah, so that is a 3-0 victory for Derpologist and the Flimsy Foundations against Photon Debugger and the Hydrapple scorer. So really well played on Derpologist's side here. I like the... man, that's specs. I still can't believe that kills. Damn. Yeah, I know it's quad week, but... and the Thief Zarude, yo.
Shit was funny as fuck.
Yo.
Maybe that's the thumbnail. I don't know.
That could be good.
But folks, that was it.
That's week 5.
Week 5.
We had some... oh my god. Yo! Oh my god. Even though you've been here the whole time.
Yeah. Been here all along. Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, we had a few people who had somewhat unfortunate matches. We saw the 5-0 and the 4-0, but, really well played to the people who won those matches. We're able to see when I can push my advantage and close out this game.
Because the advantage was definitely pushed fucking crazy hard, because, oh my lord.
Hisui and Arcanine, man. That thing committed some war crimes today.
Fucking dog.
What is the dog doing?
I know that was cheesy, it's just how you make me feel. It's like heaven when we're alone. Hold me when I'm sleeping, you know how to make me heal. We can turn this house to a home. And now you got me like, oh my god, I think you could be the one. As you're laying with your head on my chest. When you're holding me tight, don't you ever let me go. Something about the way you're taking my breath. And now I'm head over heels. I think this is something real. Let's take a chance. Hold my hand. I want something I can feel. So fuck me in my booty till I pass out from the pain. We can make a movie, damn, I love to scream your name. Don't you stop until you come. I love it when you fill me up. Kiss me, say you miss me as it's dripping